Hello, welcome to the Propelling Business Excellence podcast. I'm very excited today. I have Yoel Sommer as a co founder of CSW Solutions from Chicago, Illinois. Thank you very much, Yoel, for joining us. Could you tell us a little bit more for your entrepreneurial journey, what you do, clients are?
First of all, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome.
I love to be a guest in your podcast. We actually, in our background, we're software developers, and but initially we were both problem solvers,
Mhm.
and so we thought about okay, um, small and medium sized businesses, they have all the time problems, and how could we as technologists can apply solutions to these type of problems. And over, if you think where we were with technology 20 years ago, where we are today, technology is shifting exponentially, but still
Yeah.
the issue is the same. And problems exist in any type of business in any size, and the implementation of technology into that business is, and technology as part of the business is one thing that is very important, especially today. Technology and business are co-aligned, and we are here in CSW Solutions to basically help businesses align technology with their own business, and make, and at the end of the day, make themselves more productive and more cost efficient and successful at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's great. So, who is your ideal client, Joe?
So it changed through time, but we are focusing on small and medium sized businesses. Our ideal client is usually is a company between 50 to 200 employees. It's not a startup; it's already an established company. Our current, I would say, focus or expertise are in three industries: healthcare, financial services, and manufacturing. What we found is in those three verticals, there's a lot of need for custom solution where an out of the box piece of software does not work, or an out of the box piece of software needs to be customized for the business because we want to change the perspective of this business working for the software versus the software working for the business.
Right.
So, which happens a lot.
Yes.
Happens a lot. You see businesses and you ask them, why are you working in this or that way? Oh, this is not, we know that this is not the ideal way to work, but it's because our software works this way and we don't know how to change it
Mm.
or build something else or do something else. So I just had a client before this meeting. We were talking about he's in retail and item creations, and it's a multifaceted uh workflow that really is not needed, but because they got used to that workflow,
Right.
they're not even thinking about how can we change it, and how can we basically reduce the time that it takes to do A, and by reducing the time, we have more time to spend doing other things that are more important to the business.
Yeah. Being more productive and maybe have a little bit
Being
more work-life
productive,
balance.
saving money. Small and medium sized business. At the end of the day, it's all about the P&L,
Yeah.
and you're looking all the time for ways, how can we be more cost effective,
Right.
how can we get um, basically for the same amount of money we're spending, either increase our revenues or decrease our expenses.
Okay.
And this is where we come, because we say, look, we believe that still today in most SMBs technology is underutilized.
Mm-hmm.
uh, Either it's not optimized, it's not running in a secure way, it's not running in the best way or best way to approach it. And so we come and say, look, we can come to your business, we'll help you analyze the workflows around the business, and then we can then see where we can put automation, improve your infrastructure, and we'll talk about a little bit later, but also now adding AI solutions into the mix as well.
Yep, absolutely. So I know you gave a little bit idea about how you got started, but I'm still going to
Mhm.
ask this question: what inspired you to start your business? Like, what was the main reason? What's your why for starting your business?
That's a good question. So the why I'll turn it to two. First of all, there is the psychological reason, and this is basically I wanted to basically manage my own destiny. I believe that as a business owner, I could navigate a business to where I wanted to go. I had a vision for my business. I knew where I want to take it and how a business can support my life, and so I wanted to try that out. When I started business 20 years ago, I didn't know I will sit here 20 years after and we'll talk about the business. But I knew what I want, and I knew I had to try it when I had to try it. And so that is what my goal was: control my destiny. That on the psychological level. Also, personally, I'm a problem solver, and I always try to do things different and try to think out of the box. And so, in order to do that and to provide services to our client, I wanted to do things a little bit differently than company that I worked for before.
Okay.
So I decided that to do that, I will need to open a business of my own and try to see if the way I want to run a business is the way to go.
That was a very courageous act, right? To leave your job and go into running your own
Oh
business.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was
I
it
was
scary?
very scary. It's basically we decided me and my business partner Ray were working for another company. We basically told them, look, we decided to open our own company. And on Friday we gave notice. On Monday we already were sitting in the kitchen with two laptops and trying to. Obviously, we planned ahead, but it's never as scary as when you jump to the water and start swimming yourself. And so, and it's the first year and a half, we basically bootstrapped everything. We were trying to do everything based on our plan. And it took us a year and a half, but after a year and a half, we were able to hire employees and get a business. And yeah, but yeah, it was in beginning was very scary, but in life you have to take risks, right? That's part of life.
Yeah, if you want growth. Yeah, absolutely.
If you want, exactly, exactly.
Right. Right. That's great. That's great. You overcome your fear and basically started on your own journey of a career.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So tell us, I mean, you have been in business for 20 years now?
Mm-hmm. In
All right.
October, yeah.
October. Okay,
The
great.
couple, yeah.
Congratulations. That's a really, really
Thank you.
long journey.
Th-
So, what are some misconceptions about running a business?
Well, there are a lot of misconceptions about running a business, especially small business. I would say the first misconception is I'll start it without a plan and just wing it. Doesn't work this way. Um, doesn't work. Meaning, it might work. You might be lucky. I can't say, but you would have better success if you plan ahead.
Mm-hmm.
If you plan ahead and before starting the business, have a plan how to grow the business for at least the first 5 years, as detailed as possible. So, obviously, you could put something in paper and you might deviate here or there, but having a business requires planning, and if you want to do it right. Second misconception that I think is not paying enough attention to numbers. Um, I I read a book before I started business about small businesses, and I forgot the name of the book by now. It's been 20 years, but one thing that I do remember is the focus about the numbers. You need to have your accounting, but not only the accounting. a business is a game of numbers. You have to have what's called KPIs for every s- segment of your business so you can manage performance, you can manage your obviously financials, you can manage your operations, you can manage your sales, you can manage your marketing. Um, if you're not good with numbers, find somebody who is and run within the business.
Right.
But as a business owner, you need to know, you need to have a dashboard like a car that tells you where is the business at.
Right.
The same way you're in a car and you can see what's the speed of the car and you can look at the GPS and see where the car is going. This is the same thing you need to build for your business.
Yep. And you also mentioned about, sometimes some technical people, they start the business, but you need to know all the other functions as well.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Um, as a business owner, it's something that you have to educate yourself in all aspects of business.
Mhm.
I fear it a lot. A lot of people, especially in my industry, are amazing technical people, but don't know anything about sales and marketing, and they can't figure out why the business is growing because they don't know enough. Obviously, you can hire other people, but as a business owner, you need to have enough knowledge in operations, in sales, in marketing, in finance. Every aspect of the business, you need to know enough. Well, I would say enough to be dangerous. You need to know to read financial reports, and you need to know understand what's the difference between marketing and sales and what aspects of marketing.
Yeah.
And the first thing we did, the first thing I did, me and my or we did me and my partner when we started the business is when we went through a 6 months sales training, because we both are in the background software developers. We're not salespeople, so it was important for us. And a business owner, especially a small business owner, the first thing he is a salesperson, because you're trying to you sell your own business,
Yes.
and you have to be the best salesperson for your own business.
Right.
So maybe this is again misconception. If you're not good in sales, go and learn sales. Go and figure out how to sell. Get yourself a sales coach or training or whatever. Educate yourself how to do selling, because you're the face of the business, especially in the first years or a couple of years till you're big enough to hire other people to do sales for you.
Yeah, that's a very critical aspect that you bring up. Because I've had
Hmm.
both type of client, right? One with 1 years of experience who said, "Oh, I already know sales. What is there in sales to learn?" So I'm glad you're bringing up as a misconception. And the second one, I think he has about 30 years of sales experience, and he like, I feel like I'm getting outdated. What is it that I need to learn? So, anyways, yeah.
Exactly.
So we do sales training as well. If any of the people
Hmm.
want to learn sales, we are happy to help that out. But I'm glad that you're, I think that's a very, very big misconception that you nailed it.
Hmm.
People think that they are in business, they are not in sales.
Yeah.
And the other
You
aspect,
are you are
you are in
you
sales,
are in sales. You are in sales. If you own a business, you are in sales, like it or not.
like it or not. Yes. Okay, good. All right. So you mentioned, I think, three things. One is the planning, and if you want to do it right, I think that's one thing you mentioned, and the other thing is knowing all the other functions of the business. Yeah, thank you.
Hmm.
Just recapping it. Really appreciate all that. And the next question I have for you, I think you have the most interesting answer out of all the other podcasters that mentioned, right? It's your answer is very, very different, and I like the answer that you're mentioning here, but I will not
Okay.
spoil the alert here. So basically, we asked about how does Yoel actually maintain work-life balance, and you had the
Okay.
best answer here. So tell us more.
Yes.
How do you maintain
So
your work-life balance?
I do want to say I'm trying to remember how I said before but I'll put it this way. I the business the way I see it is the business is there, or the success of the business is to accommodate my life. I don't see the business as my, of course, my business is my baby,
Yes.
and I did put 20 years of my life into the business, but I have a life outside of the business that is as important as the business itself. And the way I see it is that uh, if I don't have a good quality of living, which means time with the family and the kids and the wife and hobbies and all that, then I know people that are like 100% in the business, but then afterwards they're missing so many things in life in general.
Yeah.
So you have to take so the way I treat business is a ways to a means.
Right.
And for me, I think I gave you the example before, is that for me, an example is for me, we as a family, we enjoy taking two family vacation every year, winter and summer. My clients know that, my team know that 1 week in the winter and 2 weeks in the summer, I won't be available. I know the dates. Usually it just is usually during summer vacation, obviously when the kids are out of school, and the winter is their winter vacation or something like that. But these are important for me because for me, spending the time of the family actually energizes me to work more on my business.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of businesses, I don't know what the real statistics is. I thought it was 80 to 90% businesses close within 2 years,
Hmm.
but they get burned out.
Yes,
If they don't
yes.
take a
Hmm.
break, if they're not having a proper mindset, it's not going to work out. So really good job
Not
on
only that, I
that.
also believe in personal growth,
Yeah.
and I think that if you put all your energy in it, you need to put. I'm not saying don't put energy in your business. I'm saying leave a little bit of energy to do things that are not associated with the business because it will translate to more energy, to more focus in your business. I think there was, a spend 30 minutes a day reading a book about something completely different than what your business is doing. Do a seminar once a year about, I don't know, whatever you want. Just do it on something that is not related to your business, but you will find, and that's what at least what I found, that no matter where you do, it always ties back to your business and you can get added value to your business as well.
Hmm. That's great. So, Yoel, I guess going into the next question here, could you offer us
Hmm.
a glimpse into what does the next future 1 to 3 year look like for your business in terms of where the technology is going? And
Sure,
secondly, also, what is your business growth plan? You can split it up into
sure.
two. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
stack it, but I don't want to miss the question here.
No, no worries, no worries. Let's talk a little bit of work. So we are a technology company, and when we started, as I said before, technology is way different than where we are today.
Hmm.
As a technology companies, we always need to evolve, and the next year or two, or year or 3 years, we're actually going to be evolving, where we're going to take our managed services, our IT managed service section, and our software development section, and basically merge them all together to provide under the umbrella of what we called an agentic AI future, where we see businesses using more and more AI agents to replace their workforce. They automate their business, and so as a technology company, our growth plan is to become what we call a managed intelligence provider, where we provide the intelligence to other businesses to run their business better, either by creating custom solutions for them, or custom agents, or uh, bringing aboard already agents that other companies created, and and basically reviewing their process, the workflow of the business, and seeing how could we improve that via automation and AI.
And what would be one good example of that, Yoel?
I think I think a very basic example to that. Let's talk about customer service. So, customer service, every business needs a customer service. We know today that the better your customer service or the better response rate you deliver to your clients, the better the client satisfaction is. Uh, Today, a lot of small medium-sized businesses might not have the manpower to deliver the customer service in the level that they want. This is where AI is a great tool. So, for example, we have a client that we built an agent that is connected to their internal systems, their ERP. A client sends an email or chats with them through the website. They have a virtual customer service provider that actually gives it, it's not a chat bot where the answer is fixed. It's actually answers that are tailored to that customer based on the information that the system is learning on that customer. So they're sending an email, what's going on with my order, or can you check the status of my order, or I want to do this or that, or I want to report this and that. And the AI agent reads the email, analyzes the email, understand what information it needs to get to answer the email, and then replies to that email or request with the information that is specifically valid for that customer. And so if you think about a small business where maybe there was one or two people that are doing customer service, when you have an agent like that, is like you hired 10 more customer service people that is working for your business, and they're able to answer. And you could see it down the road. There are already tools like that that will actually give you the ability to add voice and video to that. So you can actually chat with someone, not chat in terms of keyboard typing messages, but actually voice calling a customer service, and somebody actually will pick up the phone and will talk. And the level is pretty amazing in the conversational English that is being used. The person on the other side does not feel that he's talking to an AI agent,
Hmm.
which is on top of it, could be scary to some people. But
Yeah, having my own
because
phone
how do
and
you know if it's a real
answering the
person or
question.
computer? But
Yeah.
yeah, it's getting there, and it's getting there fast. And one thing that I would say to any person who's watching this video and runs a small business, even a large enterprise, any business today should have a plan how to implement AI in their business. Because if you're not doing it, your competition is doing it,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that will make them way more productive, way more efficient, and people will already get used to certain level of expectation. If it's customer service, if it's on the operations level, and if you're behind, this is the time. Because I think that there will be a major shift in the next 3 years in the way businesses are running their operations, running every aspect of the business will be different.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for stating that. I think you talked about the technology aspect of things, which is very exciting and interesting
Hmm.
for sure.
Hmm.
I'm wondering if your AI will be doing a podcast in future with us.
Uh, we'll see. We'll see. I'm working on a virtual avatar of myself, but
Yeah, that'll
I'll
be
need to train
great.
him a lot. And I need to train him a lot with
Yeah,
20 years of experience. But maybe it would be good to answer questions about how things are on technology and so forth.
yes, that's great. So, in terms of your business growth, what are the growth plans for you?
As I said, in terms of the idea of where we want to take the business, as usual, with a small business, it's about getting the foot in the door, getting more leads, getting more business, and in getting in front of more people. I think that not only in the Chicagoland area where we mainly work, but I think that we will do a lot of we generate a lot of content, and we generate a lot of We really focused on marketing and sales in order to bring new business in, and it's a very competitive landscape. So it's all about generating, in our perspective, having the right tools and generating the right content, and and on top of that, which I found is the most important thing, is the networking side. Is build a network of similar mm, business owners, executives who are interested to hear what you say, and I do believe that relationship is number one key for good business. So
Yeah, absolutely. So, in terms of your growth plan, like, are you expecting or trying to increase by certain percent? If that's not something you
yeah,
can share,
yeah,
I'm just
we
curious.
no, that's okay. Our growth plan is set. We're looking to there are certain aspects of a business where that the ideal will be a 25% growth per year for the next three years.
Mm-hmm. That's
That it's a very ambitious goal, but I think that as a team, we did it before. There were years like that, and we can do it again, especially with this market shift.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, great. Thank you. I mean, it's ambitious, but I think if you make small strategic shifts, that should definitely be achievable. And what obstacles do you think that, what challenges would you run into if you were to achieve that goal?
There's a couple of challenges. First of all, it starts from the challenge of, as I mentioned before, is getting your foot in the door, getting awareness to your business, turning that into leads and closing business. That's the one aspect. But the other aspect is th- providing the same quality of solution and service that we provide when we are this side than when we grow. Because what we see and what you hear a lot about businesses who are growing exponentially,
Mm-hmm.
but with the growth comes problems with operations, with
Yes,
customer service,
yes.
and I would prefer to have happy clients and not get that same growth, and basically grow maybe slower, but keep the level of client, let's say, satisfaction
Mm-hmm.
in my business, because the idea is to keep customers happy. Every customer is an ambassador for your brand.
Right.
And so if you add too many customers too fast and you don't have the this operations side to support that growth, that could even hurt, because bringing a new customer, costs a lot, but what costs more is losing a customer.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. That's a very
Mhm.
great point. So bringing a customer versus
Losing a customer.
losing a customer. Yeah. Yeah, if you
Mhm.
can maintain the customer for a long time, that's definitely a great value add.
Especially in our business in the technology and managed services side. Yeah, we actually have customers working with us since we started the company.
Oh,
So we
20
have
years back?
customers
Wow.
20
So you
years
really
back.
have loyal customers
Yeah, yeah.
because of your customer
Hmm.
satisfaction. That's great. Um, so I guess in terms of staying adaptable and open to innovation, your company is all around innovation.
Hmm.
But do you see any challenges with that as to
Oh yeah,
may
yeah. I think
you may not capture that gap of
I
innovation?
think it's already. I think it's already a challenging. In terms of innovation, there are so many things out there, so many options out there in all kind of aspects of the business, in terms of technology. And you could always have like the fear of missing out, where you pick one tool, but maybe there are three other tools that are better than the tool you chose. Um, what we do is just we work with what we have, and you evaluate if there again, as I said, I'm going back to what I said. You need the software to work for the business, not you work for the software.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, if you in a, it's a the way we look at innovation, if there's something or a tool, a piece of software, whatever, that makes it makes our way of running the business more feasible, then we'll go into that piece of software.
All right. That's great. So, in terms of like advice for the aspiring entrepreneurs or the ones
Hmm.
who are experiencing challenges, what advice would you offer to them?
Um, it's a interesting ride to run your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Be ready for that. Be ready for that. It's a humbling and learning experience. If you like learning, it's there's always more to know. There's always more to experience. Um, I said it before, know your numbers, or at least know which numbers tell you the most about your business.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as a business owner, your numbers are your numbers are your best indicator to how your business is doing.
Hmm.
And of course, plan. Make a plan, have a vision for your business, and see, okay, I have this vision for the business. How am I taking my business from point A to point B? That's exactly the plan. Put a plan in place. Obviously, plans are meant to be changed. Be flexible, because a small business owner always needs to be flexible. But yeah, it's about planning and the vision and the numbers.
That's great. Yeah, thank
Mhm.
you very much. I can understand that. I think there is always challenges with our clients as well. When they don't prepare a plan, it is very difficult to grow because we need to plan, strategize, and small strategic steps that we can take to help
Mhm.
increase their revenue. So,
Exactly.
Yoel, thank you very much. That was our last question. Really appreciate all of the insights that you
No
shared with
problem.
us. I know it's been a long 20 years journey and excited to see where you have come and excited to see where you'll be going in future. Is there anything
Thank you.
else you want to add for for our viewers?
I think we covered everything that I had to share. Or
Okay.
I could talk for 2 more hours. I have a lot to share, but we need to be considerate on whoever is watching, or listening. I think that I'm open. You can find me on LinkedIn. Um, eh, my company is CSW Solutions. Any questions? Shoot me an email, shoot me a message on LinkedIn. Be happy to answer if it's on AI, if it's on business, whatever. I'm here. I'm here to help.
Thank you. And what is your website, Yoel?
It's cswsolutions.com.
Okay, very easy to remember.
Very easy to remember. You can see it on top
Yeah,
here, so you can.
cswsolutions.com. I like that. So thank you very much, Joel, again. And to everyone listening here, if you have any AI technology needs, do contact Yoel. He's a really great guy to connect with. I've been contacting for a certain number of, I think, months now.
Yeah,
So really
yeah.
appreciate the connection. And thank you very much again, Yoel, for joining us.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.